WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of athletic competition. Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of athletic competition.
With SRN Sports, I'm Patrick Foss. Cam Newton threw for 254 yards and 4 touchdowns and ran for 94 more as the Carolina Panthers piled up a franchise record 548 yards at a 45-21 rout of the Miami Dolphins Monday night. Newton says they want to keep putting points on the board.
We just want to keep it going. It's nothing saying that we've hit our pinnacle yet, and it's nothing saying that we can't get better.
Newton improved to a personal record of 5-1 on Monday night. Carolina at 7-3 stays a half game behind NFC South leader New Orleans. Miami drops to 4-5 with their third straight loss. Dolphins head coach Adam Gase says his offense is sputtering.
We're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot at the wrong time. We get something going, and then we either have a penalty or we miss a throw or we have a hole and we miss it.
Ben McAdoo remained with the New York Giants at least until the end of the season, despite his team's 1-8 start. Giants co-owners John Mara and Steve Tisch said in a statement they won't reevaluate the team and make any moves until the end of the season. This is SRN Sports. In the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers won at Madison Square Garden by erasing a 23-point deficit in the second half of a 104-101 decision over the Knicks. Cavs for LeBron James with 23 points says it was nice to be the comeback team for a change.
We've had games where we've let it slip away. You know, and it looked like at one point we was going to let it slip away tonight, but the guys off the bench came in, was very resilient. You know, we just try to keep the momentum going, so it's a good win for us.
Golden State out Orlando 110-100. The Warriors 7 straight win. It was Washington 110, Sacramento 92, Milwaukee 110, Memphis 103, Minnesota 109, Utah 98, New Orleans 106, Atlanta 105, the LA Lakers 100, Phoenix 93, Portland 99, Denver 82, Philadelphia 109, the LA Clippers 105, and the NHL Calgary beat St. Louis 7-4 as the Flames erupted for 5 goals in the third period. Teuvo Teravainen had a natural hat trick in the third period and set up another goal as Carolina beat Dallas 5-1. With SRN Sports, I'm Patrick Foss.
morning, 31 degrees in downtown Clarksville. We'll take an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. President Trump says his Asia trip couldn't have gone any better.
It's been an incredible 12 days. I've enjoyed it immensely. I've made a lot of friends at the highest level.
And he made deals that Mr. Trump says will greatly benefit the United States and its people. The president says the U.S. expects fair treatment from its trading partners, adding that he'll have more to say about the issue in the next day or two. When it comes to the latest sexual misconduct allegations against him, GOP Senate candidate Roy Moore says make no mistake about it.
I can tell you without hesitation, this is absolutely false. I never did what she said I did. I don't even know the woman. I don't know anything about her.
From WBMA TV, the judge says it's all about politics. In the interest of transparency,
President Trump's oldest son released a series of private Twitter exchanges between himself and WikiLeaks during and after the 2016 election. In the exchanges, some of them around the time that WikiLeaks was posting emails stolen from the Clinton campaign, the online site praised Trump Sr. for his comments and asked Trump Jr. to release his father's tax returns to WikiLeaks.
That's correspondent Jackie Quinn. Also at SRNnews.com, rescuers continue digging through the debris of buildings leveled by an earthquake that killed more than 430 people along the Iran-Iraq border. Thousands injured, 12,000 homes destroyed. Attorney General Jeff Sessions leaves open the possibility that a special counsel could be named to look into Clinton Foundation dealings and that uranium deal with Russia during the Obama administration. On Wall Street, Dow futures are down 6 points, while NASDAQ futures are 4 points higher. This is SRN News. A pro-life group welcomes President Trump's latest nominee.
Students for Life has released a statement praising Alex Azar, who has been selected to replace Tom Price as Secretary of Health and Human Services. SFL President Kristen Hawkins says, quote, "We're pleased to see that the Trump administration's pick to lead HHS has a career distinguished by connections to intellectuals such as Justice Antonin Scalia. We hope that Alex Azar begins to restore life-affirming care to our health care. Abortion is not health care." Michael Harrington, SRN News.
The FBI reports an increase in anti-Semitism in the U.S. last year. In its annual accounting, the Bureau reports that crimes motivated by hatred of religion were on the rise, powered primarily by a spike in anti-Semitism. About 55% of all 2016 hate crimes targeted Jewish Americans. A significant number of Jewish schools and other institutions rattled by bomb threats last year. This is SRN News. Newly recovered security camera footage from inside a Penn State fraternity house leads to additional charges against frat members.
Security video deleted after Tim Piazza died last February inside the Beta Theta Pi house at Penn State has been recovered, leading to additional charges against some frat members and 10 new defendants. The new footage from the basement shows that the 19-year-old pledge was given 18 drinks in less than an hour and a half before he suffered fatal injuries from a series of falls inside the house. His father, Jim Piazza, had this message for the frat members.
Justice needs to be served. It's time to man up, fellas, and be held accountable for your actions.
The most serious offenses include involuntary manslaughter and aggravated assault. I'm Tim McGuire.
More business for Boeing. The company has inked a $1.3 billion deal with Ethiopian Airlines. More details at SRNnews.com.
Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. It's your car, it's your voice. Jackson's Body Shop, the best choice. Dents, dings, major body repair. A free loaner car, 'cause we really care. Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. Call 647-6989 or Jackson.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, Clarksville area weather. Partly sunny, a little warmer, 59 for a high today. Some clouds this evening, fog late, overnight low of 41. As we move into Wednesday, a partly sunny day to start, then spotty showers in the afternoon. Expect a high on Wednesday of around 60 degrees, 41 for an overnight low. And Thursday, sunshine, few clouds, near 60 for an expected high. Currently at 7:05 in downtown Clarksville, it's 31 degrees. With a look at traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county is building this Tuesday morning. It is busy in a couple of spots. 41A out at Fort Campbell. 79 Woodlawn is busy in a couple of spots. 48 and 13 if you're coming into the city from the county. Looking good, just busy, especially out by Montgomery Central. 41A Sango is busy. Also, the MLK 76 connector out by the interstate busy as well. And looks like 79 St. Bethlehem is busy, and Tylertown Road, Trenton Road, and the 101st Parkway all very busy at the moment. Now, if you're headed to Nashville this morning on 24, you can expect some heavy traffic in a couple of spots. But other than that, I don't see any accidents going to Nashville. But let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the Nashville area traffic.
Well, good morning. No shortage of wrecks out here. 24 eastbound at the 35-mile marker. Still getting some attention north of town. It's really slow go now on 40 westbound as you come past the airport here up by Spence Lane. Same goes for 65 south there at Trinity Lane. I-40 was a little slow earlier eastbound out there around the 192. That's looking a lot better. Hey, ICU Security, they specialize in surveillance camera installation and service. Check out ICUSecurityInc.com. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
It's been a look at your traffic and weather together and the latest national news here on the Big 1400 WJZM 707. It is Tuesday, and that means it's time for the Tuesday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. Good morning, Chuck Edwards.
Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, John Michaels.
I got all choked
up. How are you?
up.
I know your sinuses are, giving you a hard time this morning. But that's okay. It's cold enough to where something's going to go wrong. It felt like, getting up this morning and starting the car and everything. My hands were cold. My feet were cold. My knees were cold. It's just a cold morning. But it's going to get better. It's going to get better.
Did you know that Butch Jones was fired?
Butch Jones?
Yeah. Who's he?
He was fired?
Yeah.
What's the world coming to? First, Chip and Joanna getting a divorce, and now Butch Jones is fired.
That's right.
What's this world coming to, y'all? Oh, no, I just don't know what's going to go on. Next thing you know, you'll be talking about that Judge Roy Moore is in the news.
Morning, Mr. Radio. Morning, little Cheerios. Morning, Sister Oreo. Did I tell you everything is fine? In my mind. Morning, Mr. Shoeshine Man. Shine on bright and bright and tan. My baby says she loves me, and need I tell you that everything here is just fine. In my mind.
1400 WJZM Radio. Right now we're at 31 degrees at 712. Sports Now update comes your way at 7:20 this morning with Justin Swallows. Brought to you by Fox's Barbecue. Musically this hour, Sonny and Cher, Otis Redding, and some Commodores on the way. But first, we have to do the birthdays.
Birthdays.
Yes, for this day, which happens to be the 14th day of November, Vanessa Bayer is 36. She's on Saturday Night Live. She does the impersonation of Miley Cyrus. Do you ever watch Saturday Night Live anymore?
Yeah. I don't watch it on Saturday night, but I watch it during the week.
Yeah.
But I do watch it.
Josh Duhamel is the Transformers stud. He also plays Sergeant Pearson in the new Call of Duty World War II video game. Kurt Schilling is 51, former Boston Red Sox pitcher. Patrick Wartburn is 53. He was Putty on Seinfeld, and he was the voice of Peter's wheelchair-bound neighbor, Joe, on The Family Guy. Laura San Giacomo is 55. She was in Just Shoot Me. She was also Julia Roberts' hooker friend in Pretty Woman.
I remember her.
Condoleezza Rice, you remember her?
Yeah, I do, slightly, vaguely.
63 years old. Yanni is 63.
Who?
Yanni.
Yanni.
Yeah.
Is he that guy that plays that kind of music? It's kind of like...
I love Yanni.
Do you?
Yeah, I like his music. I like it. So hey,
I'm not making
let me tell
fun
you
of
something. Can I tell you a sidebar?
Yes,
to Yanni?
you may.
He has a bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Minnesota, and at the age of 14, he broke the Greek national swimming record in the 50-meter freestyle. So there you go.
He has a degree in psychology.
That's right.
Oh, I'm glad
That's
he's
why
not
able to
analyzing
say,
me right now.
You're getting sleepy.
No, that's
so he plays the music, see, and it works.
Well,
on
of course, yeah, that music would get you to... I mean, did I say that?
Okay, be nice.
Okay.
Prince Charles is 69, we've got 2 days until America quits smoking, 9 days until Thanksgiving.
Woohoo, turkey.
41 days until Christmas. Have you started planning your Thanksgiving menu?
Negative.
I mean, are you going to plan a Thanksgiving menu?
Negative. I just show up somewhere and go eat. You know, and they play that, guess who's coming to dinner?
21 days until Star Wars The Last Jedi opens up.
What time do y'all eat? When?
Different times, yeah. I've got some Thanksgiving facts.
Do y'all eat like at noon?
Yeah, I got some Thanksgiving facts that I'll pass along. You know,
what time do y'all
a lot of people eat. We don't eat early. I usually eat around between 4:30 and 5:30.
Okay, I'll be there.
We moved, you know. I just thought you ought to know. I don't want you going over somebody say, "Hey, Chuck here." Chuck.
Yes, Chuck.
Where's Chuck? Is he in the back?
I'm sorry, he doesn't live here anymore.
Yeah.
Well, do y'all have some food?
I'm sure they'll. I'm sure they'll take care of it.
I just invite myself on in.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
on
sure.
in.
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
Calling.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to join us for Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, but you moved, and I can't find it.
But you got to bring something. And it can't be any pho, and it can't be any sauce, and it can't be any falafel. Falafel. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I bring meat? That'd be good.
No, you got to bring something edible.
Well, that's edible.
And no Ritz crackers. No, we're not having no peanut butter and crackers.
Oh.
Okay?
I'll try to look.
Okay. Now, you got a week. Okay, so work on it.
I will.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Chuck and John, it is the Tuesday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. This is Steve Winwood.
Sports Now Update is presented by Fox's Barbecue. They're serving slow smoked premium meats at 521 Heritage Point Drive.
Austin Peay's Winfield Dunn Center will be one of the busiest sport venues in the nation this week. The action over there starts tonight as the APSU women's basketball squad opens the home portion of their season with a 7 p.m. contest against Christian Brothers College. Then tomorrow night, men's basketball gets underway at the P with Coach Matt Figger and company hosting Oakland City. And to close out the week, the Ohio Valley Conference's regular season champion Lady Govs volleyball squad will be hosting the league's annual postseason tournament, starting with an opening round game Thursday night at 7 versus number 8 seed Southeast Missouri. Now to Knoxville, where 2 days after the public dismissal of head football coach Butch Jones, negativity continues to seep out. Jones was fired officially without cause and will be owed an over $8 million contract buyout. However, former players and support staff continue to come forward with disparaging Butch Jones stories. The latest one comes from former UT tailback Marlon Lane, who came out yesterday claiming he was the victim of mental abuse while under Coach Jones' tutelage and was forced into playing through injuries while being discouraged about consulting with family or friends. Lastly today, just a quick reminder that several area high school basketball programs will begin their season tonight with girl-boy doubleheaders. Clarksville Academy will be on the road in Nashville against Lead Academy. Clarksville High will be traveling to Lebanon. Northeast will host Hendersonville, and Rossview High will be at Pearl Cone this evening to kick off a brand new campaign. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Voted the #1 veteran-owned barbecue restaurant in America, Fox's Barbecue is proud to serve the greater Clarksville community. They host the weekly Blues and Barbecue concert every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. Whether you're hungry for chicken, ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, Fox's Barbecue is the right choice. They offer all-you-can-eat selections every Wednesday and Thursday night, as well as catering and delivery. Call them to cater your next event at 931-896-2678. Or better yet, go see them at 521 Heritage Point Drive, just off from Tiny Town Road.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, Gremlins in the Computer.
Boy.
Gremlins in the... I was digging the Stevie Winwood.
I know. We'll just play it later.
We'll have to play it later, yeah. Don't forget, the Sports Now update comes your way at 8:20 this morning, brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy on the Big 1400 with Justin Swallows.
That's right.
Back in the day, 168 years ago in 1851, a little book Herman Melville wrote called Moby Dick was first published in the United States.
It was about a whale.
Yeah. 31 years ago in 1986, Hoosiers, the classic basketball film with Gene Hackman, hit the screens. 24 years ago in 1993, Puerto Rico voted against becoming the 51st state in the United States.
They voted against it.
Negative, Ghost Rider. They said, no, that's okay. We'll wait.
They want us to help them out now.
Yeah, they're still a Commonwealth.
Well, yeah.
You know, so...
You didn't vote yourself in, so why do we have to pay?
21 years ago, 1996, Michael Jackson married Debbie Rowe. They spawned 2 kids, son Prince Michael Jackson Jr. and daughter Paris Michael Catherine Jackson, before divorcing in 1999.
They spawned?
Yeah, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there, okay? And 19 years ago, in 1998,
it's an unusual term.
There's some marriages that are marriages for convenience, or marriage for whatever reason, or marriage, you know, because you had too much whiskey the night before.
It sounded like he was a fish salmon swimming upstream to spawn. You know, he spawned 2 children. He swam upstream and married Debbie Rowe, and he spawned 2 children, and then he swam back down. Oh.
Is that the way it works, John?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have to take your word for it, because, you know, you had multiple opportunities for spawning.
Yes,
and,
I did.
So, 19 years ago in 1998, I'm glad these 2 didn't spawn. Carmen Electra married Dennis Rodman.
Woo, Lord.
The nation was shocked when they divorced less than 6 months later. And no spawning was involved.
That's good.
No spawning was involved.
Can you see, imagine a little Dennis?
Oh, please. Please, we're not going to,
go there.
No, we're not going to go there with Dennis and Carmen.
Dennis.
But, you know, there's somebody for everybody, even if it only lasts, 4 or 5 months.
That's right.
Yeah.
Long enough to spawn.
Yeah. Back in the day.
That's
the Big 1400 WJZM Radio, we roll on. This Tuesday. Good morning, Clarksville.
misery. You would never hold me so near. You would never call me dear. Don't you know I'd die for you? Now you've gone, that's what I'll do. Lover, please, please come back. Don't take a train coming down the track. Don't, please, don't leave me. Don't leave me in misery. Lover, please, please come back. Don't take a train coming down the track. Don't, please, don't leave me. Don't leave me in misery. You would never hold me so near. You would never call me dear. Don't you know I'd die for you? Now you've gone, that's what I'll do. Lover, please, please come back. Don't take a train coming down
the big 1400 WJZM radio, 31 degrees at 7:23, expecting a high today of 59, 41 for an overnight low, and partly sunny for Wednesday, and maybe some showers in Wednesday afternoon. Expect a high of around 60 degrees. Right now we're at 31 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Well, Blake Shelton will reportedly be named People Magazine's sexiest man alive. John and I had our money on Steve Bannon, but anyway, you know, it just goes to show you never
shows what we think.
Well, I mean,
what we know.
I thought Steve Bannon was a shoo-in.
Really?
A little later on, we'll talk about the top things that you didn't know about yoga. The top things that you didn't know about yoga.
Steve Bannon might win creepiest man of the year.
Well, you know, I mean, there are all types of things that he could be nominated for, you know. So,
but
anyway,
not sexiest man of the year. Oh well.
No, double. No, but you know, I don't know. It's in the eye of the beholder.
That's right.
You know,
you said there's somebody for everybody.
That's somebody for everybody, and you know, some people, some women might find him.
I wonder. If he
I can't say just women because you know, in our culture today, somebody could find him attractive, and you know.
Yeah, I wonder if he's spawned anybody. Spawned any children?
He hatched. He hatched. Don't get me on Steve Bannon. Don't get me on Steve Bannon.
I'm just trying to.
You know, you're supposed to be nice. You're supposed to be nice, John. You know,
he's such a lovely man.
There you go again.
I was being nice. He's such a lovely, kind-hearted, gentle soul.
No, you know, do I have to keep pushing this button? You know.
I'm trying to say nice things about the guy, and you just.
No, you're lying.
How do you know?
He's not kind-hearted.
How do you know?
Have you heard his rhetoric?
Huh?
Have you heard his rhetoric?
Hey, makes sense.
For who?
Some people.
But you're right. You're exactly right. And you're exactly right.
See?
He does make sense to some people.
That's right.
And when they all get together for group therapy each week, you know, I'm sure they talk about it.
Sexiest man alive.
That's who we thought would get it. You know, instead of Blake Shelton.
Oh.
Instead of Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton would probably be offended if Steve Bannon won instead of him.
I don't know. You know, their ideology might be a lot closer than we think.
Well, could be.
Yeah. Anyway, don't forget we got Bob Kessling with the Vol Network Notebook coming your way at 7:50 this morning. Brought to you by Copies in a Flash on the big 1400.
WJZM, Clarksville. Sometimes you love me like a good woman ought to. Sometimes it hurts so bad, my tears run like water.
1400 WJZM Radio, 729, 32 degrees. Or shall I say a blistering 32 degrees. We expect a high of 59 for a high today, 41 for an overnight low. And then on Wednesday, chance of rain Wednesday afternoon, otherwise partly sunny in the morning. And showers coming our way Wednesday afternoon. Expect a high of around 60 degrees. Currently, we're at 32 degrees in downtown Clarksville. We've got UT men's basketball on the radio today. 5:30 airtime as the Volunteers take on High Point. High Point from North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Tip-off around 6 p.m. University of Tennessee men's basketball right here on the Big 1400. So,
yes,
5 ways that men and women are different. Okay, I'm going to share these with you. Okay, now, I'm serious.
5 ways. This is a serious
these are just 5. These are just 5. There are multiple ways, lots of different things that are different about us, but 5 things that I wanted to share with you. Our heart rates are different. I know that.
I did not.
Because I was at the heart doctor yesterday.
You were?
Yeah, I was.
And you say you had a heart?
Tick, 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 tock, tick, tock. Yeah, you know what she told me?
What?
She says, you have a beautiful heart.
Oh.
I never heard anybody tell me that.
You have a beautiful
I said, beautiful heart. Our heart rates are different. Men average 70 beats a minute. Women average about 80. Women have smaller arteries, which might be why they're less likely to survive heart attacks. Blood clots are more likely to block an entire blood vessel. So our heart rate.
I'm learning.
Yep. Women have a better sense of smell. Men have about 9 million cells in their olfactory bulb, the area of the brain that controls our sense of smell. Women have about 16 million.
Holy cow.
Yep, so about 40% more. Yeah. Men literally have thicker skin. Now, it varies depending on what part of the body that we're talking about, but the palms of your hand, men's skin is about 4 millimeters thicker than women. So men literally do have thicker skin. Women blink more. Men average 11 blinks a minute. Women average 19. It's partly because of the extra testosterone helps guys maintain an oily layer on their eyes. They be winking. They be winking at people. You be winking at me, John. I see you.
I was not winking
you be
at
winking.
You have a beautiful heart.
Yeah, I do.
Not winking.
And the fifth thing about how men and women are different, men digest meals 20% faster than women. It's partly because women have smaller stomachs, so they have less stomach acid to break down food. It's also why men generally have more bowel movements. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah, you know.
Well, that wasn't written by Roy Moore, was it? Oh.
Oh. See.
Oh, did I do that?
Leave Judge Roy Moore alone, okay?
I will. I'm not his type.
Yeah. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. It is the Tuesday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. 32 degrees in downtown Clarksville at the Big 1400.
Get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line. Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl. With all the charms of a woman, you kept the secret of your just a baby in disguise. And though you know that it's wrong to be alone with me, that come on look is in your
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, 33 degrees in downtown Clarksville, all the way up to near 60 for a high today. Well, this is 2 for Tuesday. It says Tuesday with the mayor. I don't think we will have Mayor McMillan or Mayor Durrett with us, but we'll have a representative from Parks and Recreation Department join us during the 8 o'clock hour.
Park and
Rec today. They've got a lot of things because they've got the big, Christmas tree lighting and Christmas on the Cumberland coming up. So they've got a lot of things coming up. But they'll be joining us. Maybe they'll send Kara back again.
I might.
Yeah, during the 8 o'clock hour here on the Big 1400.
Informative.
Earlier, a couple of weeks ago, we were telling you about, word got out that Amazon was developing a live-action Lord of the Rings show, and they were negotiating with the estate of J.R.R. Tolkien. And now the Hollywood Reporter says Amazon has closed the deal to do multiple seasons of the show. Now, there aren't a whole lot of details, but there's one that's very interesting. The show will, quote, explore new storylines preceding the Fellowship of the Ring. That's the first book in the trilogy. So what that means is that they'll do kind of a Star Wars. You know how Star Wars went back and did something before Star Wars? I forgot what it was called.
Yeah. Where they went back in time and went kind of to the beginning.
To the beginning, yeah. Well, so that means that the Tolkien show would take place before. This will be the Tolkien. This will be before the Lord of the Rings. It's unclear. That means that the show will avoid entering the time frame of the movies that Peter Jackson made, which were, I watched some of those movies every time it's on. I love them. I thought Peter Jackson did a wonderful job.
I've never...
You never watched The Lord of the Rings?
No.
The Fellowship? Oh, man, great. It's also unknown how much earlier the show will be, so it's possible it could take place even before The Hobbit, which is part of J.R.R. Tolkien's movies. A rep for the Tolkien estate says Amazon has, quote, exceptional ideas to bring to the screen previously unexplored stories based on J.R.R. Tolkien's original writings.
Well, I might have to check them out when we get a break here for Turkey Day. I might check out one. I mean, the new Star Trek Discovery takes place 10 years before Star Trek TOS. So...
Yeah, well, it seems logical.
That's the way they put the timeline together. To go 10 years before TOS. So.
So
I might have to watch that.
All right, good. If you need, I can help you. Notes,
You can. Why, you think I won't understand it?
No, well, I'll tell you. I can just give you a
Now, what's
clip
the
note.
first one I need to watch?
The Fellowship of the Ring.
The Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it gets. That's how the Lord gets started.
Okay.
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 All right.
So I watch that, I'll be hooked.
You'll be. You'll enjoy it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Now it doesn't have as much sex as Game of Thrones, so don't be looking for it. Okay.
Okay.
And the people are 3 feet tall. The hobbits are. What a lot
what
of.
Are they left over from?
No, from the Hobbit. No, Peter Jackson's movie was before the Hobbit. You know what a lot of people don't realize is to be true to what hobbits were, their stature. They're short in stature. They're 3 feet tall. And so you're talking about actors who are 5 feet, 5 to 6 feet tall, and they had to look like they were 3 feet tall up against a regular 6 foot actor, 6'2" actor. So there was a lot of screening that had to be done, props to make them
a lot of guys in high heels.
I think they used a lot of children. I read that they used a lot of children for back shots and long range shots.
To make it look realistic.
Yeah, but he pulled it off. He pulled it off.
I'll have to check it out. I'll put that down on my queue.
To-do list.
Yeah.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Moore's Office Supply is Clarksville's office supply and furniture experts. For office equipment, desks, chairs, and more, depend on Moore's Office Supply. Located on Franklin Street across from the Catholic Church, Moore's has been your business partner for office supplies in the Clarksville-Fort Campbell area for years. Call Moore's at 645-7200. That's 645-7200. And we'll deliver it for free. Moore's Office Supplies, Clarksville's office supply headquarters.
How did you sleep last night? Did you wake up sore or worse yet, still feeling tired? Say goodbye to that constant state of drowsiness with one quick trip to Beds Express. They're fighting sleepless nights one bed at a time, and they're doing so with a trusted staff of comfort experts trained to get you a good night's rest at an affordable price. Go see them at 1767 Wilma Rudolph Boulevard in Clarksville, 7643 Highway 70 South in Bellevue, or at 2222 Medical Center Parkway in Murfreesboro. Visit Beds Express today and sleep well tonight.
Do you hear that? That's the sound of your house leaking energy. And every month it's costing you more and more money on your utility bill. But with the Energy Right Do-It-Yourself Home Energy Audit from TVA and Cumberland Electric, you can find those silent leaks. And when you do, we'll send you a free conservation kit so you can fix the leaks and save. So visit EnergyRight.com and take your online energy audit today. Or call toll-free 1-800-987-CEMC to request a paper copy.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
Why settle for less when you can get more at Wyatt Johnson in Clarksville, your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee. Score and win with Wyatt Johnson GMC Buick, Toyota, Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru, as well as 3 pre-owned superstores for more selection in minutes versus days, shopping place to place. We are the region's largest GMC Buick dealer, the area's newest Toyota dealer, and home of the Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru giant. You always get more at your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee, the Wyatt Johnson Automotive family in Clarksville.
Investments, insurance, retirement planning. Do you have questions? Do you want someone to give you straight and honest answers? Are you not sure who to talk to? Call Mike Biggs with AXA Advisors and work with someone local right down the street. Mike Biggs with AXA Advisors has been in the business of relationships here in Clarksville for over 30 years, helping you find the answers to the questions, making sense of the confusion, and coming up with strategies to help you with the many choices and decisions that have to be made when it comes to planning for the future and planning for the here and now. Mike has a 30-year track record of trusted service to his clients and to the community and is a steady hand to turn to in these uncertain times. Give Mike a call today at his office at 931-245-5480 or on his cell at 931-320-1516 and let him help you with retirement today or planning for retirement for the tomorrows. Mike Biggs offers securities through AXA Advisors LLC, New York, New York, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC and offers insurance and annuity products through AXA Network LLC.
Want to see your closet floor and find that outfit you hadn't worn in a while? Call Closet Design Specialist 931-920-2222. Make your life easier getting ready in the mornings. Free in-home estimate, free installation, pricing for everyone's budget. See your design with a 3D tour. We also do shower doors, framed mirrors, doors, and blinds. Locally owned with over 30 years in the business. Call Closet Design Specialist 931-920-2222. That's 931-920-2222 or cdsclarksville.com.
Cooking for large groups is exhausting, and it zaps the fun out of hosting parties and events. Let your friends at the Lunchbox do the cooking next time with carry-out catering for small family gatherings up to large company outings. Whether you want barbecue and sides, hot dogs and chips, or homemade chili, the Lunchbox has the food for your next party covered. Call them today at 931-802-8227. Or better yet, go sample their extensive menu at 2124 Woodlawn Road. Fresh ingredients become delicious homemade meals at the Lunchbox, Clarksville's new favorite eatery.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, the Tuesday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. Right now we're at 33 degrees in downtown Clarksville, going up to around 60 for an expected high, 41 for an overnight low. And tomorrow, chance of rain tomorrow afternoon, but partly sunny skies, 60 for an expected high. 33 degrees at 7:45 in downtown Clarksville. A couple of Thanksgiving facts. You were talking earlier about going to different places. You just kind of show up for Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Well, if you only go to one Thanksgiving dinner this year,
yes,
that makes you a weird out of this survey.
Really?
According to a new survey by Boston Market, Americans will go to 1.7 Thanksgiving meals or dinners this year. 1.7, which means you're going to go to, most people go to more than one.
Oh.
Okay?
Well,
I don't know how you can get 7/10 of a meal.
I don't know. That's right. This family is 2.5.
Yeah, unless you just eat the cranberry sauce. But anyway, a couple more results from this survey by Boston Market. Number one, the average Thanksgiving dinner will have 9 or 10 people. So you could just blend in and say, who is he? Oh, I thought he was a friend of yours.
Cousin.
Who's it? Who? I thought he came with her. No. So the average Thanksgiving dinner will have 9 or 10 people. About a quarter of people would go to a Friendsgiving dinner.
Ooh.
I think that's where everybody brings something.
Oh, that's what you were telling me I had to bring something.
Yeah,
but
you know, rolls or something. No sauce.
Bring any falafel.
No falafel and no pho. 5% will eat at a restaurant for at least one of their Thanksgiving dinners. I was talking to some people at church Sunday, and they were talking about one of the parishioners was talking about they go to Golden Corral.
Oh.
And
that might be an option.
That probably won't be a whole lot of people at Golden Corral on Thanksgiving. Or at Shoney's on Thanksgiving.
You don't think so?
Or at Cracker Barrel on Thanksgiving.
Oh, you think it'd be a good option for me?
You never driven by there on Thanksgiving?
No.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You can't stir them with a stick? It's crowded.
Yes.
I take it.
And 30% are stressed about how complicated it is to juggle all the different places they have to be on Thanksgiving.
Not I.
No, not me either. I know where I'm going.
You're going to be at home.
You know, bedroom, kitchen, living room, study, living room. You know,
that's a lot of moving around.
Kitchen,
dining room. After I ate that big load of turkey, I'm like drooling somewhere in the corner.
Yeah. But you know, over the years I've learned to moderate. You know, just moderate.
They don't do that at mine.
No. Yeah.
Now when there's like 20 bottles of wine, there is no moderation. Let's get some more.
Okay, I'll take some falafel. Waffle.
Well, whatever.
The big 1400.
Little things there.
The big 1400. WJZM Radio.
Goes on. Drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-da-da-da-dee, la-da-da-da-da. Charleston was once the rage. History has turned the page.
Sonny and Cher, and the beat goes on, the big 1400 WJZM radio, and Chuck and John, we were talking about, Thanksgiving. One of the things, and you thought that, we thought they were joking, but Stovetop, the stuffing people, they have just launched a new product called Thanksgiving Dinner Pants. Thanksgiving Dinner Pants. Now, the key to these dinner pants is that they're expandable. They are expandable. These pants are expandable. It's called Thanksgiving Dinner Pants. They've got a big expandable waistband, and basically they look like maternity pants. You know what that feels like, Candace, don't you? But they're not for people who are pregnant, they're for people who are gorging. They're selling at ThanksgivingDinnerPants.com for $20 with free shipping. You should grab some quick before they sell out.
I need to.
No, you don't. You just need to push away from the table.
But I can't.
Yes, you can.
I don't have the willpower.
Yes, you can.
When you see that big plop of turkey there, you just got to eat it, and then you drool and eat some more and drool
eat some dressing and potatoes. What is your typical Thanksgiving meal?
Food.
No. You don't have a basic
turkey, dressing, potatoes, all the usual, ham.
Yeah, we're going to talk with Candace from Parks and Rec a little later on. She's going to tell us her typical Thanksgiving meal, because she's not only cooking for multiples, but she's eating for two. But we'll take a break. It's time now for the Vol Network Notebook with Bob Kessling, brought to you by Copies in a Flash.
Brady Hoke takes over the Tennessee football program, and the Vol basketball team prepares to face High Point. This is the Vol Network Notebook, brought to you by your local Farmers Co-op. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. Tennessee held its first football practice Monday under interim head coach Brady Hoke. The Vol started preparation for Saturday night's kickoff against LSU at Neyland Stadium. Hoke, a 12-year veteran as a head coach in college football, said he'll tweak some things as he takes over, but he's still focused on getting the team ready to play LSU.
These next 2 weeks are all about coaching our hearts out, coaching for our seniors on this football team, because many of them, this will be the last football they'll ever play in their lives. And it's important, in my opinion, that we always, and we've been focused that way the whole year, and we got to finish that.
Hoke has closed practice to the media and did not give an injury update on Monday. Tennessee and LSU meet Saturday night at 7 in Neyland Stadium. On football Saturdays at Neyland Stadium, there are long-standing traditions that make for an unforgettable experience. There's the Vol Walk, the Power Tee, and singing along with over 100,000 diehard fans as the band plays Rocky Top after a Tennessee touchdown. At your local farmer-owned co-op, they understand the importance and impact of these traditions, because for over 70 years, they've had a few of their own, like friendly service, top-notch products, and trusted advice. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. The Tennessee basketball team looks for its second win of the season, hosting High Point Tuesday night at Thompson Bowling Arena. The Vols coming off an opening game victory over Presbyterian last Friday. Coach Rick Barnes said he likes the makeup of this team.
I like this group of guys. I think they care about each other. I think they really want to be a good basketball team. We know we've got to continue to get better.
Tennessee and High Point Tuesday night at 7. Vol Network coverage starts at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central Time. Reporting for the Vol Network, I'm Bob Kessler.
Copies in a Flash is your one-stop copy design and print supercenter. Are you looking for wedding invitations, anniversary, or graduation announcements? You can find any kind of announcements you need. Copies in a Flash can provide it in a flash. At Copies in a Flash, business cards are their specialty. Your local Copies in a Flash can handle it all in a flash. Anything to do with printing, see Copies in a Flash at 1841 Business Park Drive in Clarksville. Copies in a Flash offers free delivery. Visit Copies in a Flash and see all their offerings at copiesinaflash.com. Copies in a Flash is proud to support our community and say go Big Orange.
The big 1400 WJZM radio, we were talking about things that you didn't know about yoga. I wanted to share a couple with you. This new study says that yoga can help women who have trouble conceiving, can help them get pregnant. And so we've got some top things that you didn't know about yoga. Health benefits include lower blood pressure, a steady heartbeat, and increased flexibility to fit into the driver's seat of your Prius. 85% of yoga mats become permanent cat beds within 6 months of purchase. These are top things that you didn't know about yoga. It exists solely to keep pan flute music relevant. Yanni.
You mean Yanni?
No, not
Yanni.
Yanni. Be nice. Top things you didn't know about yoga. The West embraced it immediately because of how chicks look in those pants, those yogi pants.
Yogi pants.
Yeah.
Is that what you call them? Yogi?
Yeah.
Yogi pants?
Yogi pants. It connects the mind, the body, and the spirit into one super annoying entity. Top things you didn't know about yoga. Doing it in the morning makes you feel refreshed and exhilarated. Until you face your spouse and kids, then you hate life again.
Well,
there's
that could be true.
not a yoga position called sitting on the couch watching Real Housewives for 8 straight hours.
There's not?
That's not a yoga position. That's not
I
a yoga
sit with
position.
my feet crossed.
There is not a yoga position. Yoga started in India. So be sure to say namaste next time you call tech support for your computer. Yeah.
Yes, this is Peter.
Yeah.
I can work on your computer.
My name is Michael. People who do yoga are total posers. Yeah. Just a few things that you
They're
need
what?
to know. Posers.
Oh, I thought you said losers.
No. You know,
people that do yoga can.
Serious.
Yeah.
I can't get in some of those positions.
No.
I can stand up against a wall. What is that called? I don't know what that position is called.
Lean to.
Lean on the wall. That's what I stand up.
That's right.
The Big 1400. Chuck and John, it is the Tuesday edition.
I'm doing a squat now.
Yeah,
I can chair.
Good morning, Clarksville. Yeah, thank you.
Clarksville's greatest hits. The Big 1400 WJZM.
Tramp.
What you call me?
Tramp.
You didn't.
You don't wear continental clothes or Stetson hats.
But I'll tell you one doggone thing. It makes me feel good to know one thing. I know I'm alive.
Opinion.
That's all right, Mama was. Papa And I know it's a child. I love it all.
You know what, Otis?
What?
You're country.
It's all right.
You're straight from the Georgia woods.
That's good.
You know what? You wear overalls, big old broke iron shoes, and you need a haircut, tramp.
Woman, you too. Ooh, Mama, grandmama, Papa. Oh, that's all right. But I'm the son of a gun. On this side up.
You know what, Otis? I don't care what you say. You're still a tramp. What? That's right. You haven't even got a fat bankroll in your pocket. You probably haven't even got 25 cents.
I got 6 Cadillacs, 5 Lincoln, 4 Ford, 6 Records, 3 T-Birds, Mustang. Ooh, I'm alive.
Prove it by me.
My mama was. My papa too. I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Tell me.
I know the sound of a gun, yeah. Inside of the soul.
You're a tramp, Otis. No, I don't care what you say. You're still a tramp.
Call me that.
Look here. You ain't got no money.
I got everything.
You can't buy me all those meats and staples and all that stuff I want.
I can buy you rats, frogs, bugs, rabbits, anything you want.
Look, you can go out in Georgia woods and catch them, baby.
Oh, but you stupid.
You're still a tramp. Tramp, Otis. You're just a tramp. You wear overalls.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio. 8 o'clock, we're at 34 degrees in downtown Clarksville. And we'll take an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
This news flash brought to you by Heritage Bank. We are open for business. Your business. Bankwithheritage.com.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. More Russia-related questions await Attorney General Sessions today as he testifies on Capitol Hill. Meanwhile, Sessions is leaving the door open to the possibility of a special counsel to investigate Clinton Foundation dealings, as well as that Obama-era uranium deal with Russia. President Trump says he made a lot of good friends and a lot of good deals during his Asia trip. Mr. Trump especially impressed by what he saw and did in Japan and China.
Going to the Forbidden City and a theater that hadn't been open in over 100 years and the level of talent that we watched, it was really something special. And then we had great meetings in China. And Japan likewise. It was a tremendous rollout.
Don't recall this question ever surfacing before. Can anyone stop a nuclear strike that's ordered by a U.S. president?
The Senate Foreign Relations Committee is going to be looking into the president's unchecked authority to use nuclear weapons. The committee, which is led by Republican Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee, plans to hear testimony from a former commander of the Pentagon's Nuclear War Fighting Command and other witnesses. Corker says that there are numerous lawmakers who have raised questions about legislative and presidential war-making authorities and the use of America's nuclear arsenal. He calls it a discussion on the topic long overdue. Shirley Smith, Washington.
Also at SRNnews.com, Roy Moore says he's the victim of a political witch hunt. The GOP Senate candidate says those sexual misconduct allegations being brought against him are untrue, and Kayla Moore is standing by her husband.
These things are false, and it's ugly. It's the ugliest politics that I've ever been in my life.
From WBMA TV. Dow futures down 39 points. This is SRN News. A Mississippi religious freedom law is under attack.
Arguments filed Monday to the U.S. Supreme Court. Attorneys for Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant defended the new state law that protects people from being penalized for refusing to participate in activities they consider immoral, such as so-called same-sex marriage. The law took effect last month amid multiple court challenges. It protects three beliefs: that marriage is only between a man and a woman, that sex should only occur in such a marriage, and that a person's gender is determined at birth and cannot be altered. Patrick Foss reporting.
The Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals has denied a request by 3 Planned Parenthood patients to reconsider a 3-judge panel's decision upholding an Arkansas law that defunds the abortion provider. In August, the panel vacated a federal judge's preliminary injunction that prevented the state from suspending Medicaid payments for services rendered to patients. Republican lawmakers and the governors around the country targeted Planned Parenthood after an undercover video scandal in 2015. SRN News. The museum in Washington has staged a mock Supreme Court hearing in the case of a Christian baker who refused to create a wedding cake for a same-sex couple.
3 weeks before the case of Colorado cake artist Jack Phillips goes before the nation's highest court, attorneys from Alliance Defending Freedom and the ACLU made real-life arguments in a mock debate.
For Jack and for many others, marriage is sacred, and the wedding is an inherently religious ceremony.
Discriminating against customers when selling an artistic product has nothing to do with the freedom of speech.
On December 5th, Supreme Court justices will hear arguments in the case of the baker who declined to create a same-sex wedding cake because of his Christian beliefs about marriage. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Iran's state-run news agency says the country's death toll from the powerful earthquake that struck the Iran-Iraq border has now risen to 530. More details at srnnews.com.
Commercial loans, Heritage Bank. Those are the only 4 words you need to know to make your commercial project a reality. Whether it's a new building for your business or a new business altogether, the commercial lenders at Heritage Bank can make things happen so you can make your business a success. Call or stop by your local Heritage Bank office today. At Heritage Bank, we're open for business. Your business.
NMLS number 431499. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Bankwithheritage.com.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio. Clarksville area weather partly sunny, a little warmer today. 59 for an expected high low tonight around 41. Clouds moving in tomorrow afternoon, and we have a chance for a pop-up shower. Expect a high tomorrow of 60 degrees, overnight low 41. And Thursday, sunny, some clouds around 59 for an expected high. Currently at 8:06, 34 degrees in downtown Clarksville. with a look at traffic. Here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county very busy in a few areas at the moment. Looks like 41A Fort Campbell has a couple of slow spots. Also 79 out in Woodlawn, busy as well in a couple of places. Looks like 48 and 13. If you're trying to make your way into the city from the county, it is very busy, especially as you come into the city, and it's still busy out by Montgomery Central. 41A Sango busy, especially with all the construction going on in that area. Riverside Drive, College Street, 79 St. Bethlehem, all busy. Tylertown Road, Tiny Town Road, and Trenton Road, all very busy. Rossview Road, busy, especially out by the interstate. And the MLK 76 connector just has one little slow spot on it as well. Now, if you're headed to Nashville this morning, 24 does look pretty good all the way into the Music City. Let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the Nashville area traffic.
Well, good morning. A lot going on out here on the interstate. Another car up against the wall here on 24 westbound in Haywood Lane. A couple of trucks look like they stalled out in Rutherford County there on 24 west at Elmaville Road. Randy Road at Neely's Bend. You got a crash blocking traffic there over in Two Rivers, McGavick Pike at Riverside Drive. That wreck has some injuries. Half Price Foods has 2 locations, Lebanon and Dixon. They've got food, household supplies, even pet food marked 50% off. Go by and see them today. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
That's been a look at your traffic and weather together this morning on the Big 1400 WJZM and the latest national news. And I just got a report of an accident happening just a few minutes ago on 24. If you are headed to Nashville, it's between mile marker 34 and 35, so be on the lookout for that as you head into Nashville. It is 8:07. It is time now once again for hour number 2 of Good Morning Clarksville. Good morning, Chuck Edwards.
The Tuesday edition.
Tuesday.
Yes, and we're joined in the studio by Candace Tillman from the Clarksville Parks and Recreation Department. We're going to talk with her in just a few minutes.
All
and,
right.
Of course, we've got a Sports Now update coming your way at 8:20 this morning. Brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy right here on the Big 1400. 1400 WJZM Radio, 812 and 34 degrees in downtown Clarksville, going up to 59 degrees. We got the Sports Now update with Justin Swallows coming your way at 8:20, brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy. But first and foremost, we have the lovely, the beautiful, the talented Candace Tillman, who is the marketing coordinator for the Clarksville Parks and Recreation Department. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
That was a very nice introduction. Thank you.
It's true.
Too kind.
John wrote it out. John wrote it out.
Thank
so, you know, but thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You know, and I mean, it's okay that Kara didn't come back, but, you know, you're good to go.
I think she would have really enjoyed that, especially when you were talking about yoga. That is her thing. So
is it?
It is. So she might be a little sad about that, but
that's okay. She probably could have given us some tips and told us some things that we didn't know about yoga.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and but anyway, but she's, you know, she's hobbit-sized, so she can do that stuff. You know, bend over and do all those stretches.
And when you're plus size like we are,
plus size, that's right. You know, hold those things in the lotus position. I told you, my favorite yoga position is stand up against that wall. It's called the Chuck holding up the wall.
Oh, mine's couch.
Yo, it's couch.
Yeah, couch.
Prone on the couch.
That's right.
John prone on the couch.
Look, I can do this sitting on the couch.
But anyway, things going well at
things are going well.
Parks and Rec. This is a busy time of the year. Well, I guess, Candace, if we take it all into consideration, starting with Riverfest until the end of the year, things, you know, ramp up at Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I really don't feel like there's a slow time with Parks and Recreation, to be honest. We have things going on all year long, every month. I feel like it gets busy and busier with new things that we offer, so which is a good thing. We want to stay busy and we want to provide a lot of fun activities for the community. So, yeah, we're as busy as ever.
So, you know, coming up with different things to do, you know, what do you do? Look at other places and what they're doing, or you come up with, and then you incorporate those into Clarksville, or you look around Clarksville and say, well, we could probably do this. I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, unfortunately.
By committee, I'm sure.
I am actually not part of the special events team, so, but a lot of our programmers and staff members are event planners, and so they do research that. They go to conferences, they network with other professionals to see what works well in other cities, and then they do talk to our customer and see what do you want us to do.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit of all of that. Again, I can't speak for them because I'm not an event planner, but pretty sure.
But you're in the loop.
Yeah, no.
So and then
they,
you know,
they asked my opinion, which is nice. So.
Yeah, and you're the marketing director or the marketing coordinator. So that means that you have to push it.
Oh, yeah,
and you have to put the brand on it. And make sure that people know it, and make sure that it's it hits as many people as possible for it to be successful and for the people to participate. We finished Riverfest. Next is Christmas on the Cumberland, which is, you know, pretty big. And that happens next week. Yeah. I can't believe that.
I know. A week from today will be the grand opening of Christmas on the Cumberland. If you're not familiar with it, it's the lighted display all along the Cumberland River at McGregor Park. And, yeah, we'll do the official lighting with Mayor Kim McMillan beginning at 5:30 on Tuesday.
So is it still the million lights?
It's over 2 million now.
Over 2 million.
Yeah, so we've added a few.
You're behind a million.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm slow. But, you know, I've noticed, I remember last year they did a big news story on it, on the lighting of Christmas on the Cumberland, and I knew it was over 1 million lights, but this year it's over 2 million.
Yes.
Yeah. So that happens next Tuesday. And then Tuesday, and then the activities start. What activities? You got some Santa coming? Is Santa going to be there next Tuesday?
Santa will be at the grand opening, so
good.
There will be your chance to meet with him and tell him what's on your list and take some photos. And then there'll be also performances by local choirs and dance groups, and of course there'll be food and drink available for purchase. So it's a big little celebration to turn the lights on. It's open nightly, so you can come down there Thursday through Sunday from 5 to 10, and then Fridays and Saturdays from 5 to 11.
Yeah, and it's free.
Absolutely free.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous. I mean, I like, usually we go, my wife and I and the girls, we go, but driving by there at night is so pretty. When you see all the lights and, you know, the not the figurines, but, you know, the sculptures and different things.
Oh, the different
displays.
Yeah, the displays, yeah. That would be good. So I see, you know, and you wrote that the December 9th and the 16th, you're having what?
Yep, we'll have free activities. So we work with community partners to provide free activities for families and children. And those will take place from 6 to 8 on the 9th and the 16th. So there'll be crafts, games, giveaways, and, of course, maybe a little special guest each night. So,
yeah. So this will be going on at night?
Yes.
Okay.
So those are the 2 special nights that will have additional activities aside from just the walkthrough.
Candace Tillman's our guest. We're talking about Christmas on the Cumberland. I can't believe it's just a week away. But everything, but next week will be the 21st, so Thanksgiving week. So usually, you know, things begin to ramp up around Thanksgiving. So that's good. It seems like Christmas on the Cumberland is such a family-friendly thing. You know, the entire family. I know our next door neighbor, they go by, they are always, where you been? Christmas on the Cumberland. Where you been? Christmas on the Cumberland. You know, they go like 3 or 4 times. And then you were talking about the 21st, which is next week. What time do the activities start?
The activities...
next Tuesday.
5:30.
Okay.
The grand opening.
And when will the choirs be singing?
They'll start, so it'll kick off at 5:30 with some of the choirs and the performances, and then the official lighting will happen, I think, closer to 6.
What time is the jolly old man going to be there?
He should be there. Well, he'll probably make his appearance. He will probably help Mayor McMillan turn the lights on. That's usually how that goes.
Now, are you going to be there?
Not
Plan
sure.
on.
Okay, I'll be there.
Oh, no. I said,
actually, you know what?
Plan?
No, I actually teach a class on Tuesday night. So
Okay.
I will not be able to.
Will Kara be there?
Yeah, oh yeah, she'll be there.
So if I were to give her a note, she could
Pass
pass
that
it
along
off
to Santa.
to him, you know.
I think we
put
can make
and put a word in.
What do you want to tell him?
Yeah, what's on the top of your list?
No, I want him to tell him I want more Legos.
What about those leggings?
Legos.
Oh,
Lego my ex.
Yeah. Legos. You know, that's people say, "What do you want for Christmas?" I say, "More Legos."
What do you build?
I build. I'm in the Creator series. I build the planes, the helicopters, the motorized vehicles that they have. They've stopped. I have every helicopter and every plane that they make, but they've got a new one that they've come out with that's kind of sort of like one of the ones I have, but I'm going to put that on my Christmas list. Plus, they've got some pretty neat motorized vehicles. They got a fire truck, a fire rescue truck, an airport fire rescue truck that really looks
Golly
great.
gee, Chuck, that sounds fascinating.
Hey.
Don't pay any attention to him.
How long do you spend
with
creating
Legos?
those? Yeah, I feel like... yeah.
Candace, I'll tell you.
Oh, boy.
My family, they've got this table that they bought me. And when I'm in my office in the study, and I have the table, and I set up the table, and it can take anywhere from 2 or 3 days, depending, because, you know, usually I get some Lego sets I can put together if I spend all day on them. Some take 2 or 3 weeks.
Wow.
Because I get mad and tear them apart. Because Legos can be unforgiving. You know, they always fit perfect. And if you try to take a shortcut with the Legos, you might think that you've taken a shortcut and it's going to work, but it comes back to bite you and you end up having to take it apart to get it right. So, like last year, for my son's birthday, he's in L.A., and he's really into Batman. And they had this Batman car, and it was like, I think it was probably over 3,000 pieces. And 2,999 of them were black. The pieces were black. So I ended up, you know, putting it together, and it just wasn't, I couldn't, so I had to take it apart. And sometimes, you know, sometimes, I'll tell the truth, sometimes, because Legos are so unforgiving, sometimes I will have to leave them for 2 or 3 days because I get frustrated and, you know, I want to throw them up against the wall. So I'll just take them apart to the part that's right, and then I'll, John.
Then you always come back.
Yeah,
Enjoy
you know, I take a break. I take a break because I'm too frustrated and too mad, and so I take a break for a couple of days. And
I'm taking a break right now.
Yeah, thank you, John. We need to take a break. It's time now for a Sports Now update brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy on the Big 1400, home of Chuck's Legos.
This Sports Now update is presented by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy. Now enrolling students in pre-K through 3rd grade online at powerandgraceacademy.com.
Austin Peay's Winfield Dunn Center will be one of the busiest sport venues in the nation this week. The action over there starts tonight as the APSU women's basketball squad opens the home portion of their season with a 7 p.m. contest against Christian Brothers College. Then tomorrow night, men's basketball gets underway at the P with Coach Matt Figure and company hosting Oakland City. And to close out the week, the Ohio Valley Conference's regular season champion Lady Govs volleyball squad will be hosting the league's annual postseason tournament, starting with an opening round game Thursday night at 7 versus number 8 seed Southeast Missouri. Now to Knoxville, where 2 days after the public dismissal of head football coach Butch Jones, negativity continues to seep out. Jones was fired officially without cause and will be owed an over $8 million contract buyout. However, former players and support staff continue to come forward with disparaging Butch Jones stories. The latest one comes from former UT tailback Marlon Lane, who came out yesterday claiming he was the victim of mental abuse while under Coach Jones' tutelage and was forced into playing through injuries while being discouraged about consulting with family or friends. Lastly today, just a quick reminder that several area high school basketball programs will begin their season tonight with girl-boy doubleheaders. Clarksville Academy will be on the road in Nashville against Lead Academy. Clarksville High will be traveling to Lebanon. Northeast will host Hendersonville, and Rossview High will be at Pearl Cone this evening to kick off a brand new campaign. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
With a Christ-centered curriculum and a high expectation for academic mastery, Power and Grace Preparatory Academy has set the gold standard for elementary learning. Certified by the Tennessee Department of Education, they've extended their offerings to include music, art, and Spanish. Additionally, students will be participating in STEAM Fridays, emphasizing science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Before and after care is available, spanning from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and enrollment is open for children in pre-K through the 3rd grade. For more info, visit powerandgraceacademy.com or call 931-320-9862.
Big 1400 WJZM Radio. We've got another edition of Sports Now with Justin Swallows coming your way at 9:20, brought to you by Coffee Break and Cheesecake. That's right. On the Big 1400. 34 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Expecting a high today of around 59 degrees. 41 for an overnight low for Wednesday. Starting out partly sunny, then some spotty showers in the afternoon. Expect a high of around 60 degrees. Right now, we're at 38 degrees, 824, the Big 1400.
And now back to Lego talk with Chuck Evans.
No, we're not doing Lego. Yeah, Candace Tillman is our guest. She's a marketing coordinator with the Clarksville Parks and Recreation Department. How long have you been at Parks and Rec?
7 years.
No. How did you end up in, went to school for marketing, evidently?
Yep, and then my first job out of college was working at the mall, doing their marketing, and then came to Parks and Rec. I just really enjoyed all the stuff that they were providing, and I just wanted to be a part of it, and it worked out for me.
Are you from Clarksville?
I'm a military brat.
Oh, yay, military brats. All right.
So I did go to high school here and then stayed here. So.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So we talked about Christmas on the Cumberland. It starts next Tuesday, November 21st, and they will have, starting at 5:30, is that right?
5:30, yes.
And the Santa, the jolly old man, the man who brings all the Legos will be in town. Yeah, you look at the list of people who want Legos and who have been nice this year, and he'll take.
I know that leaves me out.
Yeah. And then, so they'll have the jolly old man, they'll have singing, and they'll have, you said,
dance performances,
and people will be eating. Yep. I mean, they'll have food
they'll have
for
food
sale.
vendors.
Yeah, vendors. So that
it's a fun time.
Okay, now, this interesting thing that you wrote down called the Elf Splash. So I'm thinking that it involves water.
It is. It does, yeah.
Okay.
At New Providence Pool, we cover it every year. with the big white dome.
Right.
And so Santa's helpers want to come and get warm, so they choose the pool. And they want you to come do crafts, swim with them, and the whole pool is set up into a Santa's workshop, so you can go to different little booths and create different things. And then, of course, enjoy swimming.
So, okay, if John and I were to show up, okay, I'm sorry. That was so wrong. If I were to show up at Elf Splash, there would be different booths, like for what?
So there'll be ornament making and maybe one of them with those certain elves.
Is this free?
No, it's $5.
Okay.
But that does include admission to the pool.
Okay.
So
we could put on our trunks.
Yep.
John will put on his Speedos, and we just walk around and go to the different booths.
Yep. You can do ornament painting or ornament making. There's crafts. There's face painting. So, like I said, each one will be set up with a different activity for kids and families.
Yeah, and the dome is over the pool, so it'll be warm.
And the pool is heated.
And the pool is heated, so you can jump in, jump out. What time does this start?
That starts at 2 o'clock on Saturday, December 9th. So from 2 to 4.
Oh, good. That sounds like a lot of fun.
You should come out, and we may have a special jolly guest.
So if he might get maybe two lists.
Yeah.
2 lists of Legos that I want.
We'll just we'll work on that.
If the jolly old man is there, you see that, John?
I'd see that.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Okay.
I think there's plenty of opportunities.
Yeah.
So.
See, and you could come.
You can go out and sit on his lap.
Ski.
Santa.
I mean, his sled.
Get some Legos.
Yeah. No. Give him a list. He'll know.
Okay.
And so then we have Christmas in Occupy Clarksville, which is also happening December 9th.
The same day, later that afternoon, if you're familiar with Fort Defiance, every year they do a period Christmas where you can step back into the 19th century and kind of see how Christmas was done back then. So no electricity, candlelight, period decorations, a period Santa. So it's kind of neat to see how they celebrated Christmas back then.
We have the opportunity to go back, Candace, and look at those things out Christmas, because you didn't have electricity, no microwaves, no baking ovens, but people still had some wonderful times on the holidays during Christmas and Thanksgiving. I often wonder if somebody from, say, the 1850s could come to today. You think they shake their head in awe?
Maybe. Yes, and yeah. I think it'd be pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, you think about the majority of people will be going, what does this do? And you say, and it does that? Yes, and it doesn't take 2 days to get to Nashville? No, it doesn't take 2 days to get to Nashville anymore. But that is a Christmas in Occupy Clarksville at Fort Defiance, and that starts later on the 9th.
So that's from 4 to 6, and that's free.
Yeah,
so come on out.
It comes out.
There's another Santa, so there's another chance to tell him about your Legos.
Santa's everywhere.
He might not know what a Lego is.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows, because I've given him lists before. And
But this is a period Santa, so from the 19th century.
That's right. I bet you he know what are those logs?
Lincoln logs.
Lincoln logs.
That's right.
I bet you he know what Lincoln logs were. I used to. When growing up, I had erector sets.
Oh, yeah.
And so the erector sets grew into Lincoln logs. And then Lincoln logs grew into Legos. Yeah. So anyway, I enjoy that. Candace Tillman is our guest. She's the marketing director with Parks and Recreation. So the working with Parks and Rec, coordinating all of these things, and you are the marketing director. What do you like most about Clarksville?
Wow.
I mean, you see Clarksville, and you see it from a different lens. So I just want, what do you like most about Clarksville?
I guess I like the diversity, and I like that there's so much for families. I have a growing family, so for us, there's so many.
Literally, she has a growing family.
Yeah, so many things that are affordable, or most of the time free, that we can, bring our family to, and I just really enjoy that.
In the marketing, I guess you have to look at the majority of people, and the diversity is a two-edged sword to me, because you've got this on this side, and then you got on this side, and trying to decide what to do with that diversity must be a challenge as a marketing coordinator.
It is. Thankfully, Parks and Rec offers so many things, so it's really kind of easy to target, what things we market to each group, because it really is something for everybody to do in Clarksville. So.
Candace Tillman's our guest. She's a marketing coordinator with the Clarksville Parks and Recreation Department. We need to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Ever lost or misplaced your debit card?
Now, before that happens, download the Card Valet mobile app.
With it, you can turn your F&M debit card on and off, establish when, where, and how it is used, and much more.
And best of all, it's free from F&M Bank.
Member FDIC.
Was your New Year's resolution to lose weight, but you haven't been able to accomplish this? Then come to the Doctor's Diet Program at 231 Dover Road. They're open Tuesdays and Saturdays from 11:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Doctor's supervised weight loss can be achieved by following the simple diet plan. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100 pounds, the Doctor's Diet Program can help. Call them today at 931-906-5555. That's 931-906-5555.
Here's a special program note for viewers of WCKV-TV. As you may have heard, WCKV-TV, Clarksville's only broadcast TV station, has moved to Charter Channel 6. They're also looking into opportunities to do more local programming to serve you better, so please stay tuned to WCKV Charter Channel 6 for some changes. WCKV-TV will continue airing on CDE Lightband Channel 12 and over-the-air Channel 21.1. Channel 21 is a free service. WCKV-TV, engaging, inspiring, and uniting all of Montgomery County and beyond. Unique by design. WCKV-TV, Clarksville.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
We've got you covered every step of the way. That's what they do at Clarksville Floor Covering. Carpet, hardwood, tile, laminate, vinyl, and area rugs are what they specialize in. Visit Clarksville Floor Covering and let their on-staff interior designer put it all together to give you the look you want. Locally owned and operated since 1961, Clarksville Floor Covering is conveniently located at 606 North Spring Street, behind Sonic off Riverside Drive. Visit their website at clarksvillefloor-covering.com and be sure to check them out on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Conrad Eddington with Eddington's Etc. Over the years, maybe you have seen our ads with us jumping on a Flexsteel sofa. Let me tell you how good Flexsteel furniture is. I have a wife, 3 daughters, 4 dogs, and a mother-in-law that live with me. And our Flexsteel furniture has survived all of them for 17 years. Let us deliver some real furniture to your home. Let us deliver Flexsteel furniture with a lifetime warranty. Eddington's Etc., 327 Warfield Boulevard, Clarksville, Tennessee.
In your time of loss, you need to know someone cares. Since 1916, Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home has been serving the Clarksville area with the kindness and respect you deserve. It's their goal to provide quality, compassionate services to you and your family during this very difficult time. Mike Parchman and his staff genuinely care and provide prearranged plans that accept insurance to help ease your pain in your time of grief. Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home. People who care. A name you can trust. Neil Tarpley Parchman Funeral Home. Madison Street in Clarksville. For real estate services, Byers & Harvey can do it all. Real estate sales, rentals, property management, commercial and residential development. Byers & Harvey is Clarksville's oldest independent real estate company and has given continuous service since 1878. Byers & Harvey have 3 locations to serve you in North Clarksville, in the heart of downtown, and at Sango. For more information and listings, visit them online at byersandharvey.com. byersandharvey.com. Byers & Harvey, Clarksville's real estate company.
Don't despair over that busted stove, broken dishwasher, or out-of-order dryer. Just pick up the phone and call Mr. Appliance. He offers flat rate pricing, meaning there aren't any hidden fees, and he promises an always quick response with same or next day appointments. Mr. Appliance also gives you a complimentary 1-year parts and labor warranty on every household repair. You can book an appointment anytime by calling 931-503-7070 or by going online to MrAppliance.com/Clarksville.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. It is Tuesday for the Good Morning Clarksville show with Chuck and John, and Candace Tillman's our guest. She's from the Clarksville Parks and Recreation Department. She is the marketing coordinator. I guess we would be remiss if we didn't say something about the Christmas parade, Candace.
Yes, this year we're celebrating 58 years.
Of Christmas parades?
Of the Christmas parade in Clarksville, yes.
Yeah.
And that takes place Saturday, December 2nd. It's a nighttime parade, so it's kind of a unique, different element for it. And it begins at 5 p.m. in downtown Clarksville. So.
Oh, well, let's hope the weather coordinates and cooperates. Because a couple of nights, I remember, it's been a few years. Yeah, it was cold. I mean, seriously. I don't care how much candy they threw at you. It was cold out there. Oh, and there's the nighttime work. But it's so pretty.
It is.
It's so pretty with the lights and everything. And downtown is decorated. Have they already, that would be streets and that decorates downtown.
Yeah, they've already started wrapping.
Oh,
like
okay.
the trees, yeah. They're already, and those
wondering.
I think those will turn on the same time as the ones on the river.
As a Christmas on the Cumberland. Now, the parade, they'll have floats and marching bands and different organizations, and they'll have vendors there with food and stuff.
And we're accepting applications for participants now, so you have until November 29th to register. So maybe your business or organization or school group wants to be a part of it. You can go online and register at cityofclarksville.com/parksrec.
Parks and Rec are busy.
They are.
So we've got Christmas on the Cumberland. That's coming up November 21st. And then the activities are December 9th and 16th. And so you'll be hearing more about that as we get closer, but we'll be sharing with you about the big lighting of the Christmas on the Cumberland starting next Tuesday at 5:30.
5:30.
5:30, correct. Okay, and then the Elf Splash, the Christmas parade is December the 2nd, and that starts at
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, and they'll have vendors and they'll have floats, and they're accepting applications. You can go to
cityofclarksville.com/parksrec.
Yeah, if you'd like to put it. I think we
could ride 2 donkeys.
One year, years ago.
In the parade.
No, one year we had, and I forgot what we called ourselves, but the radio station had a marching band.
Oh.
And we all had
boombox band.
The boombox band.
Yeah.
It was the 14JZM boombox band.
Yeah.
And
Should
we
bring it
had everybody had on the T-shirts, the JZM T-shirts, and everybody had a boombox, a miniature boombox in their hand, and it was playing JZM in the parade, But that was so much fun.
I remember that.
There's still time to register. Bring it back.
Of 2. The boombox band of 2.
Well, can we ride something instead of walking?
Yeah, we got a car out there. We got the JZM.
Yeah, you just have to put so many lights on it.
Yeah, and we can put some lights on and sit on the roof and everything.
That way you have some heat.
Well, we could have Jackson's Body Shop fix up us a trailer, and we could hook the trailer, put a hitch on it, and we could pull it through the parade, couldn't we? And we could invite people.
You could throw out candy,
and we could throw out candy and have the band play, have music. We have boom boxes. I like that idea.
Hey, you get
our PR.
I'll have my people call your people.
Yeah, and we'll
get you in.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so and then we got the Elf Splash on December 9th. That's going to be at the New Providence Pool, covered pool, and they'll have festivities. They'll have activities, different vendor booths there where you can make crafts and do things. And it starts at 2 o'clock, 2 to 4. And then that evening is Clarksville Occupied at Fort Defiance. That starts at 4 o'clock. Right?
You're doing so good.
Yeah, I'm on a roll now.
Yeah.
Don't stop me. And then, of course, we have that going on. But the thing I want to talk about before you go, I want to talk about that New Year's Eve splash. That's going to be at the New Providence Pool.
That is back at the pool, yes. We will be celebrating New Year's Eve on December 31st with a pool party.
Yeah, so, John, we could wear our bow ties and our Speedos.
Oh.
Negative. I don't believe anybody want to come in.
They're going to have a band, a disco,
DJ, and we have a big giant inflatable water slide. There'll be a light show, a climbing wall, and then followed by the beach ball drop at midnight.
What about food, victuals?
Yeah, you'll be able to purchase concessions and...
Now, what time does it start?
That starts at 8:30 on Sunday, December 31st, and will run through 12:30 January 1st.
And the beach ball drop.
The beach ball drop. Don't miss it.
That seems like that would be a lot of fun.
It does.
I mean, that would be, you know what?
And that would be a unique experience.
And Candace, I think that would be so cool for New Year's Eve. You know, because there won't be any. There won't be any daddy sodas.
No daddy sodas there.
No daddy sodas there. And no whiskey.
No, it's just
but you can come and drink sodas, and it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
every year it gets bigger and bigger. So.
Yeah. So we'll continue to announce these things.
As a DJ.
I'm sorry?
We'll put you out there as a DJ.
Negative, Ghost Rider. I'm not. No.
He wants to be in the water.
Yeah, I want to be in the water.
On the water slide.
And you wouldn't want me DJing, you know, because I'm not a very good DJ.
All these kids be there going, what's that?
He's playing. You know what?
I want to hear some.
My DJ days, you know, and I'm still chastised. I went to a career fair.
Yeah.
At an elementary school.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid to hear this.
And I took the turntables.
Yeah.
From JZM. And, you know, hey, it was a career fair. And you're supposed to bring your props. So I took the turntables. And I was playing music. And I played George Michael's I Want Your Sex.
Oh,
and, you know,
no. At an elementary school?
At an elementary school.
I know I don't want you at the pool.
Did they kick
They
you
were
out?
jamming.
Oh,
they were jamming. Them little kids were jamming to that song. But I wasn't invited back.
I was about to say, did you come back?
But I wasn't invited back.
Can you imagine why?
Hey, you know, and you know the worst thing about it?
What's that?
It was my wife's school.
Oh no. Oh, no.
So she had to answer, what did your husband anyway? Thanks, Candace.
Love that.
We
Well, thank
appreciate
you for having
coming
me.
in. You have to come back and keep us up to date.
Oh, we have.
Come back, you know, and come back when you get some time.
Okay.
When you don't have anything else to do around December 22nd. So, you know.
Give me a few months after that.
A few months after that?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be looking forward to it.
Thank
go well.
you.
All right. Thank you. Candace Tillman, the marketing coordinator for Clarksville Parks and Recreation Department here on the Big 1400 WJZM.
You're in the middle of an extra long sweep of Clarksville's greatest hits. From Stevie Wonder and the Eagles to the Hollies and Steppenwolf. The world famous, the Big 1400 WJZM.
And it's you, girl, making
Big 1400 WJZM radio. We're at 40 degrees, expecting a high today of 59. Chuck and John on the
Parks
Big
and
1400.
Rec is very busy this
They
time
are.
of year.
Yeah, they are. We appreciate,
I learned that.
Appreciate Miss Candace Tillman for joining us here from Parks and Rec. Clarksville Academy basketball here on the Big 1400 comes your way Thursday. The Cougars take on Grace Christian. The girls' game will join in progress. The boys' game around 6:30. That's the Clarksville Academy basketball. The Cougars right here on the Big 1400. Did you know?
No.
You hear people talk all the time about going to New York's theater district and something being, off Broadway, on Broadway.
Yeah, it's going to the theater.
Yeah, the theater.
The theater.
The difference between a play in New York's theater district being Broadway, off Broadway, or off Broadway is the size of the theater. Now, if it's over 500 seats, it's Broadway.
Oh.
100 to 499 seats is off Broadway.
I'm catching on.
And 99 seats or less is off
Broadway. Yeah, that makes sense.
And anything lower than that is your living room, binge watching Netflix.
True.
That's right.
But or being on the street.
Yeah. You could,
sit on the park bench and put on a play.
Yeah, eat one of them hot dogs from them vendors. One of them vendors walk around.
Them hot dogs.
Yeah, that sounds
No,
good.
we can't do that.
Why?
Because we can only eat hot dogs at one place.
Oh, Chi-Town?
That's right.
Okay, Donna and Dan, we're coming to get us hot dogs
That's
today.
the only place we can eat hot dogs.
That's right. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, Chuck and John. Glad you're with us. This Tuesday, which happens to be the 14th day of November, heading up towards Thanksgiving. Next week, yep.
It's here.
It is here.
It's here, Turkey Day.
It all hang out. She's a bread house. I like lady stack, that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. Oh, she's a bread house. Well put together, everybody knows. This is how the story goes. She knows she's got everything that a woman needs to get a man. Yeah, yeah. How can she lose with the suit she used? 36, 24, 36. Oh, what a winning hand, 'cause she's a brick house. She's mighty, mighty, just letting it all hang out. She's a brick house. Oh, like lady stack, that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. Oh, she's a brick house. Yeah, she's the one, the only one, built like an Amazon. The clothes she wear, her sexy ways, make a old man wish for younger days. Yeah, yeah. She knows she's built and knows
1400 WJZM Radio, where we've got Lady Vols basketball on the Big 1400 tomorrow, November 15th. The Lady Vols will take on James Madison University. Airtime 5:30, tip-off at 6. University of Tennessee women's basketball. The Lady Vols, they still have a coach on the Big 1400. Yes, they still have a coach.
Oh, it's...
But she's on the hot seat.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, Miss Holly. Miss Holly, you know, she stepped into, I mean, you can't,
well, you know
the
she had some big shoes to fill.
Exactly. And she's been under the gun, so we'll see. We'll see. You know, we always talk about food a lot here on, you know, Good Morning Clarksville
Because
show.
we're hungry.
No, we're not. But believe, you know, and we talk about, you know, your pumpkin spice latte. We're talking about how much sugar is in those, some of that coffee.
Don't drink.
Believe it or not, there are places in this world where Starbucks is even more expensive than it is here.
Where?
I mean, they've set the standard. I mean, apparently that is humanly possible, but who knew? Foodbeast.com found the cost of a latte at Starbucks in a bunch of countries around the world. For reference, one cost an average of $3.45 here in the United States, okay? A cup of latte.
$3.49.
$3.45.
Okay.
Okay. And that's cheap compared to Switzerland, where they're $5.76. That's the highest price in the world.
Wow.
And you would never believe who has the second highest price. China. China, $4.22.
China?
Yep.
China?
Now, the cheapest places to get one are in Egypt, where they're $1.53 or less than half of what it costs here, or South Africa, where they're $1.79. But you got to have your latte.
Why the big disparity in price, you know, between
I don't know.
countries?
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
I don't know if that
I need
if
a
there has
professor
something
of
to do with.
economics.
Now, I'm saying that, you know, that they have cheaper prices in Egypt and South Africa, but I hope they're the same. I would think they're, you know, Starbucks
kind
and
of
Starbucks.
drink, yeah.
And the same quality and the same baristas.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, here's your, in Egypt, they give you one that's like 6 ounces, and here it's 10.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
but
why
I
it's
don't see, you know,
$1.50.
I always think, when I think of Egypt, I always think of, or in South Africa, I think of those little cups of coffee. You know, the strong that'll knock you.
Like espresso.
Kick a mule. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think of.
That's good stuff.
Oh, great. Here he goes again. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, Tuesday with Chuck and John. Good morning, Clarksville.
The music sounds best on 14JZM. I said upside down, you're turning me. You're giving love instinctively. Round and round, you're turning me.
Upside down, boy, you turn me inside out and round,
1400 WJZM Radio, 42 degrees, expecting a high today of around 59 for Clarksville. Chance of rain tomorrow, mainly tomorrow afternoon. Expect a high on Wednesday of 60 degrees. Tomorrow is Wednesday. That means it is a Governor Wednesday.
Hello,
on the Big
Governor.
1400, we'll be talking Austin P, academic, sports, student life, and special events with Bill Persinger and his guests between 8 and 9 tomorrow on the Big 1400. Okay, good news.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. No.
Everybody loves pizza.
Ah, yes, I love
Have you ever
pizza.
ordered a pizza and when it got delivered, it was a mess? I mean, like there were only 3 pepperoni, the cheese slid off of it halfway, and the crust looked like it was dangerously raw, hadn't been cooked good enough, or it was burnt. Well, Domino's has a Terminator-style plan to change that.
Oh.
Listen to this, though.
I'll be back.
They're starting to test a new artificial intelligence system to hopefully stop subpar pizzas from being delivered. AI enters the pizza oven. It's called the Pizza Checker, and it's been trained to recognize what good and bad ones look like. So it'll take a picture of your pizza before it goes into the box, and then it'll analyze that picture to make sure that everything looks right. If it doesn't, they'll send you a picture of your jacked up pizza and tell you that they're remaking it.
There's another one on the way.
Yeah, because we couldn't send you this one. Now, they're currently testing the Pizza Checker at a bunch of stores in Australia next year, and if it works, they could roll it out worldwide.
Wow.
So just to make sure, you know, they're tired of Peyton sitting up with, you know, he's been the pizza checker for Papa John's for so long, and now they're tired of using him because he's human.
Yeah.
And he makes mistakes.
That's right. So the Terminator is
That's
smart.
right. They got this computer that takes a picture. Yeah, that AI. Them
Gives
computers
you
taking
things,
over
not
everything.
time.
Taking over the radio station, taking over the pizza machine.
Hal here.
Yeah. And all we can do is
He's
sit back and
dreaming.
go, okay, it's all yours, Hal.
I don't talk back to him.
No,
too
we
much.
don't. We don't talk back to him anymore. We just let him roll. But anyway, so there you have.
Pizza Terminator.
There you have some good news. You know, now it's going to take a while before it gets here. Until then, they'll just look at him and go, yeah, that looks okay.
That's good to
You know,
me.
That's good.
Let's eat.
Yeah. We thank you for sharing this part of your Tuesday with us here on Good Morning Clarksville. John and I always look forward to being with you. Thank you for sharing part of your day with us. Until tomorrow, be well, my friend. Bye-bye.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely when the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face.